Hello, welcome today to Rule of Surds. In this class, I'll be looking at the first law of surds, which is multiplication. Now, when we're asked to multiply two surds, for example, I'm multiplying root A times root B. This gives us root A times B. So in multiplication, we multiply both numbers in the surds to get this. So this is same thing as saying root AB. For example, root 3 times root 5 will give me root 3 times 5. So as you can see, the same thing, and this gives us root 15. So this is how we can multiply two surds. Also, we can also multiply a number by surds. For example, I have A times root B. Now, when multiplying a number, for example, A by a surd, root B, we imagine or we assume the surd to be a variable. For example, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times b is 2b. In the same way, when we are multiplying a surd by a number, like say, for example, A times root B becomes A root B. For example, 3 times root 2. Can you try this out? Alright, that gives us 3 root 2. So this is how we multiply surds. I'll show us something very interesting, which is multiplying same surds that are equal. For example, root A times root A. How can we multiply surds having the same number, root A times root A? Now, in maths, we know that root A times root A is the same thing as saying root A squared. Is that true? Okay. Now, root A, if you recall in my previous classes, root A is the same as saying A raised to the power of half. So I can change this root A to the half or squared. Now what I do here is to multiply 2 by the half, and that gives us what? 1. So my final answer is A. This means that root A squared is equal to A. That means that root A times root A gives us A. So when multiplying two equal surds, your answer is the number inside the surd. For example, root 3 times root 3 is what? Can you guess that? It is 3. Alright, so this is how we multiply surds.